I don't know about you, but I've heard rave reviews about Joan Lunden when she came to Rochester on Wednesday and spoke at the Lifespan. There was 1,000 people, I think, probably at the Rochester Riverside Convention Center on Wednesday to hear her speak. Of course, Lifespan deals with issues in aging and how to tackle those. That's an issue that's been very important to her. But she's also been very open as well about being diagnosed with cancer. She told us when she was here, I was one of those women who ate well, exercised, no family history, didn't have gene issues. There was no reason I should get cancer, she said. That's why I'm on the speaking trail. If you think you're immune, you may not be, so you must still be vigilant. Again, that was Joan Lunden when she came and visited Rochester on Wednesday, and she is joining us this morning once again after just completing 9 months of a very aggressive treatment for an aggressive form of breast cancer. Hello once again from Rochester.
Hi, and of course I was just there. Lovely, lovely city.
You made a lot of friends here. You made a big impression. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us and share your motivating story on so many fronts. Your motivation now continues. You're trying to find some other folks who maybe have been motivators when it comes to being diagnosed with cancer, and that doesn't necessarily mean a cancer patient. What is the Breakaway from Cancer Champions?
Well, I'm really honored that I was named one of the champions for the work that I'm doing, but we are looking for 10 more champions from all over the United States, and anyone who's really doing inspiring work, making an impact in that fight against cancer. And you're right, they may be a cancer patient, a survivor, a caregiver, a family member, or just a passionate advocate. But if there's somebody there in Rochester who's doing this, make sure, and it could be you can nominate yourself. You just go to breakawayfromcancer.com, and you'll see it right there that says nominate a champion. And we're going to fly the 10 champions out to Los Angeles May 16th and 17th for all the festivities. Well, they'll be honored, a big gala Saturday night. And then Sunday, that's the finish line of Amgen's Tour of California, which is this incredible cycling event that is modeled after the Tour de France and has all the big Tour de France champions and Olympians in it, 120, for an 8-day grueling race that will end there in Pasadena. And we'll all be there, and I'll be there with all the champions.
As I understand, you are a part of the group that's going to help pick the people who will come out and join you?
Yeah, and I know it's going to be hard.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you.
We're going to hear so many stories. But, you know, it's amazing the help that is available out there. And I hear from women all the time. And by the way, this is not just for breast cancer. They help everybody with any kind of cancer. But if you go to this breakawayfromcancer.com, you're going to find 4 different organizations that exist all throughout the country. And they give such an array of services and help, financial help if you can't make your copay, or if you're out of your job and you can't work. They even help with expenses in the home. They will help give you a ride to go get your chemo or your radiation. It really is. They'll help you navigate through that maze of insurance and Medicare. It's a rough journey, and you don't need to go it alone. But I don't think that everybody out there understands just how much help there is available.
I can't imagine having to try to pick. I can think of so many people just in the few minutes we've been talking about who I would want to nominate. How do you nominate someone, or yourself even?
Yeah, no, you have until April 5th, and just log on to breakawayfromcancer.com, and you'll see right there, it will say nominate a champion. Just click on that. It's a little form, fill it out, and then we'll have to go through the task of picking out 10. And they're doing 10 because this is the 10th anniversary of Amgen's Tour of California, this big cycling race that they've been doing. With all the festivities at the end, there's a breakaway mile at the end that a lot of people, you see cancer patients and survivors come out and walk in that mile so they can be there at the finish line and just cheer everybody on, because that's part of winning the battle against cancer, is staying positive and staying inspired and just helping to give people hope. You know, part of it is what the doctors can do, and then part of it is what the rest of us can do. People like me to just reach out, and then these wonderful organizations who really step up to the plate and help pay for and provide services who are needed, that are really, really needed.
You've been an open book and a part of that inspiration. Thank you for sharing your story, and good luck trying to narrow this down to 10 folks. It's a job I wouldn't want.
Thanks.
Thanks again for visiting Rochester, and we wish you continued good health.
All right, thank you.
How cool is that? And of course, I want to give a shout out to Lifespan. They just bring in such awesome keynote speakers to this event. I think last year was Naomi Judd, which was just awesome too. And then to have Joan Lunden. Real quick though, I do want to, I'm seeing this on Twitter, just a small update here. Just in, an aide to Senator Harry Reid says that he is not going to seek re-election in 2016.
Really? Interesting.
So former majority leader of the Senate, now the minority leader.
Right.
He's had some health issues with his eyes.
And quite a fight last time to be reelected.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's just coming in. I'm sure we're going to see more of that story throughout the day.
All right, Hannah, at the zoo, what animals are there? Maybe if you plan on heading there the next week, she has a little preview for you.